Alright guys, so I was out here looking for some FatWood. If you don't know what FatWood is, it's in pine trees. And it's a sap, basically it's just a sap. But it's a great fire starter. I mean, it's like primo. And it collects like right in here. And the lower you go in the tree, the better it is. Well, usually I just cut these knots out. You can see that red, that's kind of rotted, so it's not going to work real well. But that reddish tint to it, and you can smell it. It smells like turpentine. And that's usually what I do. And there's plenty of them down through there. But then, come to this end. This is the honey hole. So all that is all resin. All up in here is resin. That yellow, that stuff will go off like it's been soaked in kerosene. That resin right there. So I cut this piece here off. And I mean, look, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just loaded with resin. So I'm gonna hack some more of it out, and in fact, there's probably enough there. If I can get it off of there, enough for me to last me a lifetime, because it don't take much. But I'm getting a little bit chilly out here, cold and raining, and so once I get enough done, I'm gonna build a little fire and show you guys how this stuff works, even when it's soaking wet, and it is wet out here. So I'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, so I harvested FatWood. I got a bunch of it too. I mean, a whole bunch. Some good stuff. Like I said, probably enough to last me a lifetime. I just process it down when I get home. With all the resin on that. Man, that is like, that's the sweet stuff right there. So, but I'm going to heat up a cup of chicken broth, and I'll show you guys how I use this fire. More FatWood. You just want to shave it down. The back of your knife. And even though it's wet out here, and I mean it is wet, it's raining, I'm cold, my butt's cold, but so you just shave this down. You see how it's got that waxy look to it? That's all the resin that's in there. That's what this piece here came out of this chunk, out of this rotted piece. That's the resin is what protects the tree. And so even though the tree might rot, the piece in the middle still got the resin in it. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and work on this some more, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're going to see if this works. So what I've done is scrape down a good pile of that. And even though it's damp out here, even though it's downright wet out here actually, I think this is going to work. But if it doesn't work, you guys will never ever know. So here we go. There we go. Thought it would. So, oop. I had that one little spot going there and I put it out. So, but we know it'll burn. Damn it, man. Alright guys, we'll try again. The first one, maybe I didn't have a big enough tinder. It was burning out too soon. But we'll see what happens this time. So we got a little bit of flame. Look at that black smoke. That's that stuff just burning. So let me get my cup of tea ready. I'm not gonna build a big fire, just big enough to heat up a little bit of tea or chicken broth. So this over here. So I mean, wasn't pretty, but it's wet. I mean, you can just literally, you can just about wring the water out of the ground, and just with a knife and a ferro rod. And really, the ignition source, when you're doing this, it doesn't really matter. You can use a lighter, which would be my first choice. The ferro rod works great. Char cloth, if you shave that stuff down and put some char cloth in there with it, that does real good. But so yeah, I mean, to me, getting a fire going is the most important thing, especially where I'm at, because it's like, yeah, building or you know, being able to build a shelter, that's you can fake your way through that, and you'll be all right, you know, as long as you do something to keep out of the weather. But and water, getting water around here, I mean, look, not a big deal. I'm 7 miles from the Ohio River and about 1,000 yards from a 6,000 acre lake. So, but you have to be able to make that water safe to drink if you needed to. So, fire, pretty important for that, I think. So that's, get my camera on fire. So that's it. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea, and y'all take care. So now, after I drink my chicken broth, I just got to slosh my way back out to the car, which is about probably 2 miles in ankle deep mud. So, goodbye. Soup's on. Nice and warm. Oh, that's good. That's better than coffee. So, goodbye, folks.